Namaste. Hi everyone. So today I'm filming from my new house. I haven't posted for a while because I was moving, and that brings with it a lot of things to do, of course, painting everything, but then organizing the actual move, and I had to bring my stuff from two different addresses. It kind of takes its toll. But what I thought I'd do today is to share with you how I deal with such a big change in my life, because we often have these things in our lives. Everybody has them. That something happens and you have a major transition or a major life change. And it can be anything. It can be moving house, but it can also be having a baby or ending a relationship or changing jobs, whatever it is. That kind of big life-changing situation always brings with it an element of destabilization. So your foundation is gone because you can't really do the things you did every day until that point. You have to build a new foundation. And that's fine. That's part of life, of course. Life is ever changing. But how do you deal with building that new foundation again? So first I'd like to say during the transition, because obviously those kinds of changes don't happen overnight, or some things, the decision might be made overnight, but there's still a certain period of time that you'll need when you're in the transition. In that case, I'd advise to use the video that I did on grounding, because you're going to need to really bring yourself back to your calmness and to your body every day, actually, when you're in such a big change. But once a change has been made, you'll notice that you need to recover and you need to build that new foundation. So what I thought I'd do today is share with you the exercises that I personally do, because, when something changes like that, it's like your energy has gone up. Your first chakra has really a very difficult time, because the first chakra is all about calmness, security, and a sense of belonging, your roots. So if you're uprooted, then of course your first chakra isn't going to have a lot of energy. All the energy is going to go up to the thoughts to be able to find the way in which to deal with that change. So you'll need to be thinking about everything you need to take care of, and also thinking about maybe discovering the new situation and the thoughts that come up, like how am I dealing with this? What are my choices? And that kind of thing. So a lot of energy is mobilized for action, for puzzling, and trying to just work things out and build yourself back up. So what we need to do in these exercises is to ground again, to center yourself, so to come back to what you actually feel, and find a sense of calmness and stability within yourself. Since the stability isn't around you yet, you're going to need to find it within yourself. And we can do that with yoga. So the exercises that I'll do today with you are going to really help you through that process and build you back up a lot quicker than you would if you just let things happen. Eventually, you always do come back to a stable state, but with yoga, you'll just get there a little faster and might enjoy yourself in the process. So I'd like to start today with singing Om. Singing Om is a really nice way to very quickly come into a meditative state, so a state in which you're aware of yourself. And when you sing Om, you naturally lengthen the exhalation, and the exhalation helps to relax. So since you're singing, the exhalation will be longer than when you breathe normally. So I'd like to invite you to come and sit comfortably. And by the way, for this class, I'd advise to have a blanket or something that you can put under your knees a bit later in the class. So if you don't have a blanket or something soft, it can be a towel, just press pause and grab that before you start. And then come and sit down, make yourself comfortable, your legs crossed or in any position that's comfortable for you, but so that you can sit reasonably straight up. And then place your pelvis straight so that you feel that you're on both sit bones and not tilted forwards or backwards. Your back is slightly elongated, but without exaggerating. You don't need to really try. Just be nice and tall in a natural way. And then your shoulders and your arms can just rest. Place your hands with the back of the hands on the legs, the palms facing up. And if you like, you can pinch your index finger and your thumbs together. And then your head high, the chin slightly lifted, very slightly. You're not looking up. It's just to have an open feeling in your throat, in your chest. And then close your eyes. So when your eyes are closed, become aware of your body. And just take a moment to tune in. Notice what your body communicates. Notice how you feel. And now to sing Om, you can either keep your hands as they are, or bring them in Namaste in front of your chest, or even put your left hand on your chest and the right hand on top of that to feel the vibration in your chest. And then take a nice deep breath in. Repeat singing at your own pace. Open throat. Happier. Last time. Place your hands back on your legs. Connect to the stillness inside of yourself. Let go of any tension in your face. Soften around your eyes and drop your lower jaw. Relax your neck and let the shoulders settle. The arms are relaxed. And then make yourself heavier. Allow your legs to settle down. Relax from the hips and really rest on the floor. Feel yourself now resting in your own pelvis and start to feel your breath in your belly. Breathe a little deeper now, breathing in and feel your belly expand. And as you breathe out, slowly pull the lower belly in. You don't need to go to an extreme, just to support the out breath. And then relax your belly, breathe in slowly, as if you're filling your pelvis. And each time you breathe out, pull your lower belly in, soothing, calm. Repeat this at your own pace. Take your time and be gentle with yourself. If you're going through this change, you need to be extra loving, extra gentle. So allow for your body to soften now. Really relax your belly as you breathe in. And when you pull the belly in, just do it with the half of your strength. It doesn't need to be very hard, very tight. Now carry on breathing like this and let your arms hang next to you. We're going to roll the shoulders now to this rhythm of breath. So prepare yourself, make sure your back is straight, your arms are relaxed. And as you breathe in next time, roll your shoulders front and up. Keep feeling your belly to keep centered. And as you breathe out, squeeze your shoulder blades together at the back and drop your shoulders and relax. Pull your belly in. Breathing in, relax the belly and roll your shoulders up. And breathing out, squeeze your shoulder blades together, drop your shoulders, pull your belly in. Let's do 3 more. Stay heavy. Keep your legs relaxed, your lower back relaxed. Your face soft. The next time that you drop your shoulders, stay like that, put your fingertips on the floor next to you. And then breathe in, lift your arms sideways, all the way up. And as you breathe out, twist to the right. Place your left hand on the outside of your right leg, your right hand behind you, look over your shoulder. Breathing in, come back to center, reach up. And breathing out, twist to the other side. Place your hands, one behind you on the floor, one on your leg. And let's repeat this. Each time you breathe in, come back to the center and reach up. Each time you breathe out, twist and pull your belly in. Now make sure to just feel your lower body as you do this. Keep feeling your belly and your breath. And don't let yourself be distracted by the movement. Once you've given your body instructions, you don't really need to think about what you're doing. The movement can practically go on by itself. Concentrate on your belly. Be gentle with your spine, with your shoulders. Slower now. And the next time that you twist to the right, stay like that. And then wrap your arms around you. So your left hand will come all the way into the waist at the right side, and your left arm behind you with the back of the hand in the waist. Relax your shoulders and carry on your abdominal breathing now. Relax your legs. Feel as if you're giving yourself a big hug, really holding yourself. Keep releasing any tension that you come across. And next time you breathe in, untwist, reach up and look forwards. And breathing out, twist to the left and wrap your arms around you. Look over your shoulder to the back. Hold your middle. And then abdominal breathing. Calm, soothing breath. The legs are relaxed. The neck and shoulders settle. Next time you breathe in, untwist, reach up, and breathing out, bring your hands back in front of your heart. And then come on all fours. So keep your blanket next to you. And then place yourself such that your hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are slightly apart underneath the hips. And then look for your balance and reach forwards with your left hand and back with your right leg, so diagonal opposites. The kneecap is pointing straight downwards, so be careful not to externally rotate your leg here. Look forwards, reach a little higher, breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your elbow and your knee towards each other and pull everything towards your belly button. And then put them on the floor. Change sides, right hand and left leg, breathing in, reach up, breathing out, squeeze everything into the belly. Back onto the floor, breathing in, left hand, right leg, breathing out, everything towards the belly. Carry on like this, your own pace now. And next time you come back onto the floor, come into Child's Pose. So the big toes together, bring your seat all the way to the heels and place your forehead on the floor close to the hairline so that your neck can be long at the back. You can choose to have your hands forwards or next to the feet, pointing back. Do whatever is more comfortable for you. And then concentrate on your belly. And feel your belly totally soft now. Relax the belly from the inside out. And feel how the belly presses against the legs as you breathe in. And relax your body as you breathe out. Make yourself totally empty now. No more thoughts, no more tension. Only the rhythm of your breath. Feel your contact with the ground. Sinking deeper and deeper. Making yourself heavier every time you breathe out. And then let's do 2 Bumble Bee Breaths. So just make the sound Feel it in your body as if you're shaking every cell in your body to make them loose and relax even deeper. Breathe in. And then slowly come back onto all fours. And come to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, place your hands a little wider, so they're really as wide as your shoulders. Slightly bend the elbows as you come into the pose. Curl your toes under. Bend your knees first to elongate your back, pushing your seat towards the back and up, and then let the heels settle. So sometimes the legs will be totally straight. It depends on your body. Don't force anything. If you're slightly bent still, that's fine. Keep your shoulders wide and then push yourself away from the ground. So if you have any hypermobility in your elbows, keep your elbows slightly bent. And then feel your breath in your belly here, very calm. Pull your belly in as you breathe out. Relax your neck. And then walk your hands towards the feet. Bring your weight onto the feet. Notice how you become heavier through the feet. And then come to the ragged dog pose. So hold your elbows here, or just let your arms hang if that's better for your body. Feel free to bend the knees slightly if you find that more comfortable. This pose is all about surrendering to gravity and feeling all the tension of the back, shoulders and neck loosen. So it doesn't mean it's necessarily comfortable. Some people love this pose, others don't. It really doesn't matter. All you have to do is hang upside down, just accept how your body feels and breathe slowly. Each time you breathe out, let yourself come closer to the ground. Whether it be in your legs becoming a little more anchored, a little stronger, or your back becoming longer. And then what we're going to do is go back to downward facing dog, but keep the heels on the floor. So put your hands on the floor first. You can bend your knees to do that if you need to. The hands will be wider than the feet. And then keeping the heels on the floor, walk forwards in little steps until you can't get any further with your heels still on the floor. So that'll give you a really nice foundation of grounding through the feet for the pose. So once you can't get any further, keep your body as it is and only reach forwards with the hands. So only the arms will move now because my chest can't really go much more. And then reach as far as you can with your hands and drop your head. Your heels are still on the floor. And notice how the pose feels now. Breathe deeply. And then bring your weight to the left. Breathing in, lift your right leg back and up. And breathing out, take a nice big step with your right foot. And come all the way to the hands. The back knee will be on the floor. So here you can grab your blanket actually. And put it underneath your knee. So always be kind to your body. And then relax the back foot. Make sure that your front foot is really pressing into the ground. Feel the strength of your legs and then breathing in, reach forwards and up. And breathing out, come back down to the ground and relax all the way into the legs. Push down into the ground, reaching up as you breathe in. And breathing out, gentle in your upper body. Graceful now, once more. Relax and float your arms up. And breathing out, back down. And then the next time you reach up, stay there. Relax your shoulders down, left hip slightly forwards. Curl your tailbone down and make sure to lift yourself out of the front hip so you don't hang into the hip. Don't look too high here. Make sure your neck is still comfortable. You can pinch your fingers together if you like, and then just breathe slowly. And the next time you breathe out, come back down and come back to downward facing dog. Now bring your weight to the right, breathing in, left foot up, breathing out, step forwards, blanket underneath your knee, put the right knee down, relax your foot, press into the ground with your left foot here, make sure your legs are really strong, and then breathing in, light in your arms, float your arms up, and breathing out, back down. Carry on your own rhythm now. So try to feel the difference between the really strong stability of the lower body and the graceful softness of the upper body. Totally relaxed in your arms and your spine. Just do what's natural. Don't worry about what it looks like or how far you get. And then the next time you reach up, stay there. Shoulders down, pinch your fingers. Right hip slightly forward, curl your tailbone down. And breathe. Keep feeling your legs, how strong they are. Feel your foundation. And the next time you breathe out, come back down to the ground. And back to downward facing dog. And then bring your right knee on the blanket again. Make sure that the knee is straight underneath the hip and the wrist underneath your shoulder. And then slightly put your foot towards the side of the mat. And then place your left foot perpendicular to the mat. The toes are pointing sideways. So you make a straight line from the wrist to the knee to the back foot. And then reach up. You can look up if your balance allows it, otherwise just look towards the front so your spine is just in one straight line. And then look for your balance and bring your weight towards the front hand. Now take your time here, pull your belly slightly in, open the hips so your left hip is really up. And then lift the back leg, flex your foot, pulling your toes towards you, and breathe. So if you're dealing with a big life change, stability is kind of challenged, let's say. So it means that your body will also tell you that. So if you're wobbling or just falling over, don't worry about it. Just know that trying is actually already enough to change the energy going through your body. So it's not about really being able to do it. It's about encouraging your body to find its stability. And once the body is stable, the emotions and the psychological aspects will follow. Now put your foot back down. Bring your hand back and let's change sides. So the blanket underneath the left knee. The foot slightly to the side of the mat. Make sure your wrist is underneath your shoulder, the knee underneath the hip. And then put your right foot in the line with your wrist and knee. Reach up, either look up towards the ceiling or just to the front, depending on how it feels in your neck. Really open your chest and open your hips towards the side, and then look for your balance, take your time. And then lift your leg, flex your foot, the knee and the toes point sideways. And breathe. So any kind of shaking is totally natural here, don't worry about that. Just let your body find its own balance, don't try to control too much. Keep smiling. And then bring your foot back down. Come back onto all fours. You can put your blanket to the side now. And then come and lay on your belly for the Cobra Pose. So we'll start with little Cobra first. So what you're going to do is first close the legs so the feet and the legs are together, and then slightly open them. So you have your feet, let's say, a fist's distance apart, slightly apart. It'll just give a little bit more space for the hips here. And then we're going to really widen the hips, so really make it as wide as you can, and then rotate the legs slightly inwards so that even your little toes are on the floor. So all 10 toes, you can feel the ground on the front of the foot, like this. And then tilt your pelvis backwards, so pull your tailbone towards the heels. You'll feel some muscle tension in your legs and in your buttocks here, and then press the pubic bone into the ground. Once you've done that, place your hands next to the lowest ribs. The fingers are pointing forwards. Keep your legs and your pelvis as they were, and then lift your chest and look forwards. So make sure here not to use any arm strength. So if I lift my hands, my body is still exactly the same. So you're just resting your hands here. The only thing you're going to do in the little Cobra Pose is squeeze the elbows together and pull your shoulders back. And then breathe. Feel your breathing against the ground. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, it's a good idea to apply that in this pose. So that's just the sound that you make, like the rushing of the waves at the back of the throat. And then come back down. Take a moment to relax in your legs and your arms. And then we're going to do the Cobra once again. So if your back is weak or if you have any kind of pain in your back, take it easy. Just do the little Cobra once more. If you want to go a little further and you know your body is strong enough to do it, go to a whole Cobra, which I'll show you now. So the build-up is essentially the same. The feet are still a fist distance apart. Widen your hips, so you're externally rotating first in the hips and then internally rotating to feel the 10 toes on the floor. The hands next to the lowest ribs. Tilt your pelvis backwards and press the pubic bone into the ground, and then come first into little Cobra. So only using the strength of your back muscles here. Make sure your neck is always free, and then squeeze the elbows together, pull the shoulders back, and then press into the ground. So when you go into Cobra Pose, the pubic bone is always on the ground. If you're off the ground, it's another pose. Keep your elbows always slightly bent. Don't try to straighten your arms, and then breathe. Open your throat. You can even look up slightly. Keep your legs active. Shoulders back. And as you breathe out, lengthen yourself to the front. Come slowly back down to the ground. And then pull your belly in. Come onto hands and knees. And then turn yourself around. Come and lay on your back with your knees towards the chest. Wrap your arms around the knees. Close your eyes, and then just rock from left to right. Let your body settle back into the middle. Feel your breathing in your belly now. Feeling the belly press against the legs maybe, or even feeling the breath in your back against the ground. And then shift your hands to one knee. Let your left leg slide out. Keep feeling your breath in your belly. And then straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers and hold your leg at the back of the leg and press your leg into the hands. So you can either be here at the back of the hamstrings, the back of the knee, the calf, or even higher. Just grab whatever feels natural to you. And then flex both feet and deepen your breath. So by that I mean lead your breath with your attention all the way into the pelvic floor and breathe a lot slower than you would, really taking deep, long breaths. And then bend your knee. Bring your second knee alongside it and change sides. Straighten the right leg. Feel your breath in your belly. Straighten your left leg up. Place your hands like you had them on the first side, holding your leg. So if your leg doesn't totally straighten here, don't worry about it. It's about lengthening the muscles and not really, you don't want to pull at the tendons here. So as long as you feel the lengthening in both muscles, as you feel a stretch, then it's a perfect pose for you. And then flex both feet, shoulders down, your neck is loose, and deep long breaths all the way into your pelvic floor. So when I do these long breaths in this pose, I don't actually pull the belly in when I breathe out. Just when you breathe out, let everything relax. So the belly relaxes down and your whole body settles deeper into the ground. And then bend your leg and let it settle down next to the other one. Place the legs a little wider apart, your hands on your belly. If you prefer to be in goddess pose for the start of the relaxation, feel free to take that pose. So goddess pose is with the knees open, the feet together. Only do that if you feel like it's going to bring more soothing and more relaxation to you. And then close your eyes. And just concentrate on your natural breath, feeling the natural movement of your belly underneath your hands. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Feel your head resting. Soften your forehead, your eyes, cheeks, around your mouth, and your jaw. Let your whole back relax. Relax your pelvis, let it settle. Heavier and heavier. Your arms and your legs are loose. Let go of any control, any feeling of holding on in your limbs. And then just let your mind connect to your breathing in your belly. and rest there. Then breathe a little deeper. Start to loosen your fingers and your toes. And then bend your knees. Bring your right arm next to your head, next to your ear. Roll onto your right side, supporting your head with your arm. Open your eyes and let yourself get used to your surroundings. And once you're ready, push yourself back up to sitting. So when you're back up, take a moment to close your eyes and notice how you feel. And then bring your hands together in Namaste in front of your heart for 1 Om and 3 Shanti. Breathing in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. And I wish you a wonderful day. And see you next time.